Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're speaking to you again now from the 18th green at the Lakewood Country Club in Dallas, where we have approached the close of this very fine Texas Victory Open Golf Tournament. The tournament has just been completed with the Byron Nelson trio coming in and holding out on the 18th hole, and it was a sensational finish for Nelson as he shot the lowest single 9 holes of the entire tournament with a 5 under par, 31 for the back 9. He sunk a 25-foot curling putt on the 18th green before a tremendous gallery of 8,000 or 10,000 fans in order to come in with that 5 under par. So he is the winner of the tournament. Byron Nelson continues his winning ways, adding a 68 today to a 208 total for 54 holes, giving him a 276 total for the 72 holes. In second place is Harold Jug McSpadden, who turned in a 74 round today, following a 212 for the 54 holes previously, to give him a 286 total for the 72 holes, 10 strokes off the pace set by Byron Nelson. Then Hogan and Ray Mangrum came in a tie for third place. Hogan shot a 71 today, added to his 217, gives him a 288. Mangrum shot a very fine 70 today, to add to his 218 for a 288 total. R.L. Bob Thornton, the president of the Mercantile Bank here, has just auctioned off several golf balls for $2,000 or $3,000 to be added to this fund for the Ashburn General Hospital. Now I'm going to take our microphone out here, and the next voice you hear will be that of Mr. Gabe Allen, the president of the Lakewood Country Club. The presentation is now being made.
I want to take this occasion to thank the PGA, the Tournament Bureau of the PGA, and Fred Cochran, the manager of that bureau. Without their cooperation, without the sponsorship of the PGA, this tournament could not have been the outstanding success that this crowd testifies that it is. Many of the chairmen of the committee who have worked up this tournament have worked hard. They have worked day and night. I'm not going to mention them by name or mention the committee, but say that Lakewood Country Club, the Board of Governors, and every member is grateful for their untiring work, and to the marshals who carried the rope and worked their heart out yesterday and today, we're deeply indebted. Now, Byron, you come up here. I'll take much pleasure in presenting you $2,667.67 in war bonds. My congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Allen. Needless to say that I've enjoyed myself. Anytime you win a tournament and get $2,600 worth of war bonds, to say you didn't enjoy yourself you'd be something wrong with you. But you know, there's a story behind me winning this tournament. When we arrived in Texas, my wife said to me, you never do play very well in Texas. Those people down there don't think you can play. I wish you'd play well here just one time. So I think that I had to play well to keep a happy home. But nevertheless, I'd like to thank all the gallery and the people that have been so wonderful here in this tournament. The marshals and the people that have been in the gallery have been wonderful. The gallery didn't get in the way. They stayed back. When we made a good shot, they applauded. When we didn't say anything, when we played bad shots, they didn't boo us, which we do appreciate. But nevertheless, I did enjoy also playing the last 36 holes with Larry Nabholt, the home pro here. He was a wonderful fellow. He had probably the worst luck the last 2 days that I ever saw. I had all the good and he had all the bad. Again, I wish to thank you, and I hope that this will be an annual tournament in Texas, in Dallas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Byron. Lakewood always enjoys having you here. We enjoyed your match last fall, as you know. Now, next is another fine golfer that we love, and I think he and Byron are kind of buddies. I'm going to let you in on the secret. But they have a friendly rivalry about which one wins the most money. It is indeed a pleasure, Judge, if you'll come up here to present to you $1,866.67 in war bonds. A good sport, a fine golfer.
What can I say after that? You know, before I say very much, it's a pleasure to travel around that Nelson. He's a plutocrat with all the money. Hey, nice to know you. I've enjoyed playing here, and above all, I've enjoyed playing here because of what it's for. Nelson and I have traveled almost 50,000 miles in less than a year, and we have been to plenty hospitals. Boys that have just been flown back from the beaches, and they're not very good. So that we're tickled to death to be able to do anything we can, particularly in the way of golf, which gets them out on the course, lets them use their muscles and so on and so forth. In fact, one of our greatest projects right now is the golf course that has been built at Valley Forge. It's a going concern, and Nelson and I are going to play there in about 10 days, and we should raise about $10,000 to keep it going for another year or two. And we hope we can come back here and do more for this one right here. I hope it's in good shape when we get back. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. We hope you do come back. Now, next is third prize money. This, I'm told, must be divided between two fine golfers, Benny Hogan and Ray Mangrum. I should say Lieutenant Benny Hogan. Are they here? If not, I tell you that they divide $1,333.33 between them. This is Ray Mangrum, and he gets half of the $1,333.33, so I'll just give him half of it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real pleasure to be back home in Dallas. Born here and lived here for 17 years. Been away for quite a while now, 25 years. But after coming back, finishing in a tie for third, at least I didn't expect to beat Nelson and Hogan anyway, they're too tough. But I beat everybody else, so pretty good. Very happy to be here.
Thank you, Ray. We're glad to have you home. You know, 25 years is a long time when you're looking at it from in front. But when you're looking back at 25 years, it's a very, very short time. Now, here's Lieutenant Hogan. I'm going to give him the other half of this $1,333.33. Benny, I wish it would have been more than just half, but you played fine golf, and we enjoy presenting you this prize. Benny Hogan.
Thank you very much, Gabe. And all you nice people that came out here, paid your money for this wonderful cause. It's really swell. Lakewood Country Club has done a marvelous job. These men worked tirelessly for hours and days and months. Most people that come to a golf tournament really don't realize how much work it is to put on one of these things. They've really done a swell job, and thanks to every one of them. Thanks to all you people that came out again, and I sincerely hope that they'll put this thing on again for another such good cause as this one was. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much, Ben. And we hope that you won't wait for a tournament to come back and be with us and play with us some. Ladies and gentlemen, you're interested, I'm sure, in knowing that the low amateur or amateur winner of this tournament is Earl Stewart. He will receive $100 in war bonds, and the runner-up is a young man by the name of A.C. January. Both two fine golfers, fine sports, and good players. January can't hit a ball very far, but he gets along all right. Judge McSpadden has one other word for you.
Just before I leave, are there any other foreigners in this crowd? Man, everybody I've heard so far is a Texan. Nelson, Hogan, Mangrum. Hello. I need some help.
Judge, nobody is a foreigner here who is an American. All Americans are Texans, and Texans are just about to absorb the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet the man who heads Ashburn General Hospital, Colonel James Anderson. He has been of much help to us in this project, and we feel like the Colonel is one of us. Colonel, why don't you say a word?
Thank you, Mr. Allen. I want to express appreciation of our patients for the fine contribution you've made to their convalescence and restoration to health. Out at Ashburn General Hospital, we are working 24 hours a day to bring these boys back to their good health and to send them home in as good condition as they were when they came into the Army. I think it's a fine thing that you put on here, Mr. Allen, and it's going to be difficult to thank everybody, so thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Colonel. But don't look at me and say you put on. I haven't done it. This whole gang's done it. PGA's done it. These fine golfers and all of us. Now, gentlemen, we have really a high-ranking Army man here. We got a brigadier general. I want you to see it. Come around, General Bethea. This is Brigadier General Bethea in charge of McCloskey General Hospital.
You know, those of us who are running hospitals in Central Texas are really fortunate. We find out the good people of Texas will take the shirt right off the back and give it to our returning battle casualties. And I'm glad of the opportunity to express an appreciation of what you all have done for us. This tournament is just one of the many grand things that the people of Texas have done for our Army hospitals. Thank you.
Thank you very much, General. We are complimented and proud to have had you with us today. This concludes the ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, and I now turn the microphone back to Charlie Jordan. Thank you, Charlie, and may I say this, that WRR, Charlie Jordan and Charlie Meeker have thoroughly cooperated with this tournament and have given the public the benefit of all the information they can through the broadcasting not only of the tournament, but by play-by-play broadcast. And if any of you heard Charlie Jordan yesterday, you heard him master. Charlie.
Thank you, Mr. Allen, very much. That concludes the ceremonies, and I'm sure that this gallery would like to disperse. There must be 6,000 or 8,000 people around this number 18 green, so I'll just fade away from this loudspeaker microphone and see if we can get this broadcast off the air. Thank you very much. That brings us to the conclusion of the formal ceremonies closing out the Texas Victory Open Golf Tournament at the beautiful Lakewood Country Club in Dallas, Texas. Yes, over the fairways here at Lakewood this week have trudged some of the game's greatest golfers in the Texas Victory Open. And it has been more than a tournament. It has been for a cause. Not 30 miles from this golf course are some men who haven't been in the gallery here, trailing at the heels of these stars. No, sir, these men have been wounded, torn in battle far from their homeland, that we may continue to live as free Americans and play an occasional game of golf instead of cringing in bomb shelters. It is for this gallant band of men, the battle wounded, that we have taken time out for a golf tournament this past weekend. Every dime gained from the playing of this tournament is to be diverted into a fund to make life just a little more American for these wounded veterans. Near their Ashburn General Hospital at McKinney will be built a fine 9-hole golf course just for them. In the months and years to come, the maimed of World War II, hospitalized at Ashburn, will have a place to play in the sun and forget the blight of war. It is for this cause that the Texas Victory Open of 1944 has been held. Bomber pilots, tank drivers, infantrymen, artillerymen, every man who risks the security of his America to fight on foreign soil for our safety will have a permanent memorial at Ashburn General Hospital. It will be something the ambulatory patients can use and enjoy. It has been a privilege for Dallas to join hands with the National PGA to show in a small way the gratitude of the home folk for a magnificent job. That concludes our broadcasting activities from the Lakewood Country Club in Dallas. This entire broadcasting program during the past 4 days has come to you from the Special Events Department of WRR in Dallas. Charlie Jordan speaking. We return you now to our principal studios.